The bartender is a striking elf supporting a perfectly toned body, perfectly pouty lips, and perfectly tapered ears. Her eyes harmonize save me and take me in equal measure, hitting just the right notes for the maximum attraction of tips. Trolls are used to sneers from beauties like this, but she smiles sweetly when she sees you. Girl voices. Hey there, I haven't seen you here before. What can I get you? Something dirty in a clean glass? How about a date? From the looks of this place, I can probably get anything I want. I found a bar tab with Coyote's name. Is she here? She looks worried. No, I think she's away on business. Business? Huh? Is she a shaman? With a name like Coyote. She laughs. No. She shot a coyote once, thinking it was a shaman who double-crossed her. We've been calling her Coyote ever since. Her face falls. She's been missing since yesterday. Some people think the Ripper got her, but I know her. Coyote can take of herself. She starts to turn away, but when a man with the face of a survivor and the zeal of a convert tugs at her arm. Hard. It's clear the two have a history. They try to keep their voices low, but the intensity of the conversation makes them easy to overhear. Cherry, you have to listen to me. If you stick around here, you could end up dead or worse. The Ripper's out there, and he's real. That last killing happened just down the block. And now Coyote's missing. They'll probably find her tomorrow in the dumpster without her head. Come on. Come on, Cherry Bomb, think. I think plenty, Shane. I'm getting a Ph-freaking-D from UN Neuroprosthetics, studying under Ojamans. And how am I paying for it? Bartending. Tips. There are faster ways for a Baron's girl to earn that kind of scratch, but I'm not taking them. So what do you want from me? I want what you want. A better life. A better world for everyone. The Universal Brotherhood can give you that. I've heard this all before. This isn't some trick to get us back together. Things are different now. I'm different now. The Brotherhood. John Travolta. Cherry Bomb's pretty face is hard, armored in lipstick and low expectations. The Universal Brotherhood is for other people, Shane. Rich Bellevue types who can afford their membership fees and voluntary donations. This isn't about money. It's about binding the world together in brotherhood. Come with me. Attend a discovery meeting. Get to the core of who you are. I heard Lynn Telestrand give a talk last night called The New Family of the Sixth World. I've got a family here, Shane. They're drunks and lowlives and whores, and I'd choose them over any of your Brotherhood members. Now, Buzz, I need to get back to work. With body language that leaves no question that the conversation is over, Cherry Bomb turns her back on him. Oh no! Sorry, I got interrupted. I heard he's got the strength of the righteous, doesn't he? Boyfriend find religion? Sorry you had to go through that. Sounds like you got big plans for yourself. Yeah, I do. Can't stay here forever, though. You've got a look that says you're not here just for entertainment. You a badge? Do I look like a cop? She flares her eyelashes. I'm very sorry for that. No, baby. You look like someone who knows the shadows. We're trained to spot a bronze the minute they walk in here. Something I can help you with? I have a few questions. Ask away. Ever hear of the name Sam Watts? She nods. Sam was a regular customer here and a regular pain in the ass for as long as I've been here. Talked a big game, but he was always broke. As soon as he got any money in his pocket, he went straight to his head. Chips, drugs, or booze. Coyote had a soft spot for him, though. Do you see Sam on the night he died? No, that was Coyote's shift. Who runs this place? I want to talk to him. That'd be Miss Kubota. She's in the back. She's in the back room. You can't miss her. Whiz. Thanks for the intel. I appreciate the help. Gutter punks have to stick together. Alright, bye. Stay with nothing pretty. Ah, that's not how Coyote does it. Motherfucker, I will kill you in the ass. That didn't sound right, and I'm very sorry. Sweeten the deal. Posted at the door to the VIP section is a tower of a troll muscle wrapped in an impossibly tailored suit. Whether the product of good genes or expensive aftermarket cosmetic work, the troll's gleaming horns perfectly frame his face, and his polished tusks and goatee accentuate the set of a lantern jaw. Welcome. Please behave yourself. Will do. You get trouble in here often? Nothing a stern look can't usually solve. You have business here? Looking into the death of Sam Watts. Heard about that. Real shame what happened to him. There is a sharpness in Chloe's eyes, the look of a man who has seen much and earned wisdom at a young age. I figure Sam was the type who needed to be thrown out. Have you ever had Sam in your role here? I suppose you often escort Sam to the door. Yes, albeit gently. Sam was a drunk, but he usually wasn't a violent one. Usually? What about the nights he died? He was a bit agitated. Didn't catch the specifics. Might have been over a woman. Though I was going to have to show him out, but I had to deal with a couple of rival go-gangers posturing for one of the working girls upstairs. Jake helped Sam out instead. I appreciate you talking with me. Happy to help. Mrs. Kubota watches you cross the room, sizing you up as you approach. As you get closer, you can see that she's of mixed race, African and Japanese. Her demeanor says, "This is my house, mess with it at your peril," but her eyes twinkle with a painful light when she speaks. Trying to think of a voice for her. Konbanwa, good evening. Wait, damn it. Konbanwa, good evening. My, but aren't you a big, powerful troll? Are you enjoying the Seamsters' union? There should be plenty for a woman like you to enjoy. She eyes you closely. Or is this business? Business. I just need a moment of your time, Mr. Kubota. I have topics to discuss. Soka, and why should I help you? Sam Watts. I'm looking for his killer. Her face brightens, amused. Ah, so you are the little insurance policy he would go on about when he was drunk. His avenging angel who would strike back for him from beyond the grave. What do you want to know? How well did you know Sam? I knew him. We all did. Sam was a regular here whenever he could beg or borrow enough million to become altered in some way. Drugs, chips, alcohol. Didn't matter to Sam as long as he was bent. He was always looking for his next fix. He clung to this place like it was his lifeline, and we treated him as part of the family, even if none of us truly liked him, except Coyote. Do you see Sam on the night of his death? He was here, quite inebriated as he often was. Coyote was working the bar that night, and she informed me that Sam was getting rowdy and belligerent with other customers. When I requested he leave, he refused. My bouncer, Mr. Clue, was off dealing with another issue, so I requested that Jake escort Sam out the back door to the alley. That was the last I saw of either, though. That was the last I saw of either of them. Why is this place called The Seamsters? One more question. Can you tell me where to find Coyote? Her face darkens. Well, that I could. I have not seen her in 2 days. She's a smart woman and quite dangerous, but I fear for her. Why fear for her? Please, if you are what I think you are, you know, there is always someone more dangerous. Her room is upstairs if you are looking for her. I invite you to examine it. You may be able to uncover her whereabouts. I would not normally betray her privacy in this way, but she's missed 2 shifts now and cannot be reached on her comm. It is unlike her. If something has happened, I will not have an action of my conscience. Here is the key. And now I will go upstairs. Stairs! Stairs! Maybe. The stand is littered with action movies and cigarette butts. A frame painting of the Chicago skyline done in stylized silhouette. Okay. Looks like Coyote keeps her clothes in boxes on the floor.
So, what's this? Coyote's bed has a diary, several papers sticking out of it. Talking works me now, yes. Open the diary to the first paper. Okay. There's a receipt stuck between the pages and a diary entry. Read the diary entry. I came back from my shift to find 4 of Paco's goons sleeping on our apartment floor. It's getting fragging ridiculous. I want to be with him. With the real Paco. But this gutter Drake keeps messing everything up. I love him, but he's totally different with the gang. That's how I make cash, baby, he always says. I try to tell him he doesn't need the cash. I can support us both with what I make at the Seamstress' union, but he still goes on these runs. With these bozos all over my floor, I feel like he's just seeing how far he can push me before I kick him out. I try to be patient, but why does it have to be all one way? As soon as the last cutter was out the door, I lost it. I told him if he ever pulled direct like that again, that he would be sleeping in the alley. Of course, he begged and pleaded with me, telling me it wouldn't happen again. I don't want to deal with this anymore, but I don't want him to leave. He's the reason I got through all that stuff last year. Got my bartending license, got this apartment, and this life. I know he cares about me and loves me, but more than his involvement with the cutters, I just wish I could slice out the gang from our life together. Slice out the fear that comes with it. Inspect the receipt. A receipt for a Browning Max power pistol from Jen Park downstairs with a note saying how big guns on hot women turn her on. Flip to a different page. Second paper. And diary entry. Sometimes it seems like Paco reads my mind or my diary. Maybe he does the latter. I wouldn't be surprised. Hi, Paco! Hi, Paco! Paco! Ever since last week, he hasn't mentioned the cutters once. He leaves the apartment with a "see you in a few hours, baby," and returns later without comment. I don't know if it's really going to help for us to avoid the subject in conversation completely, but I have felt better with our constant arguing about it. Last 2 weeks, I've come home from work to Paco waiting up for me, slouching on the old dumpster couch with a novel 4 inches from his face. I imagine that as I turn the key in the door, he perks up and makes himself look especially studious for when I get the door open. He seems superficially surprised to see me, but I love this little act. Read the poem. Let's just say that Paco should stick to guns and motorcycles and leave the poetry to others. Lol. Third paper. There was a receipt and look at the picture. The picture shows a young girl with a caramel skin and dark brown hair. She has a snake wrapped around her arm, yet she is smiling. The back of the photograph has shadow scrawled on it. Look at the picture. Inspect the receipt. A COD receipt for special order. 5 pounds of zebra meat from Mari's Meat Emporium, located near the pike. Why would you eat a zebra? Zebras are beautiful animals. Fourth bird. A receipt for a wall safe installed near the bathroom door, set the combination 3, 4, 2, 4, 3, 6. Ah! Put the diary down. I'm gonna do that now. I'm gonna look at her computer now. Boop. Coyote's computer is ancient, probably fished out of the junkyard. Doesn't even have a data jack, and the cracked display is covered with fingerprints. Tapping the keyboard causes the dust-caked fans to spin up and only display on the screen password. The only other button on the screen is the password recovery option. Password recovery. Please enter this. Your first title should pet. Shadow. Answer stored. Your favorite musical act. Gotta look around the room now. The broken mirror is hitting a small safe. Input the code. The safe beeps in response to the door comes open. Let's stick our hands in it. Send this item to your stash. Fidget Space's frag grenade. Would you like to swap with another item? I didn't even know I had grenades. I have grenades. Send this to your stash. Alright, let's just guess then. Has been reset to... Okay. Calendar. 3 days ago, meet with Delilah about gig. Meet Paco for date at Pike Place Market. Due in 30 minutes. Contacts. Coyote's contact list is exactly 1 inch for someone named Paco. There's no common number. That does not seem very useful as contacts. Access history. A quick scan of her recent searches shows that Coyote has been reading a great deal of about hellhounds. Was it just more than a casual interest in vintage action figures?